Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm back for this next sharing of what I learned in the last ceremonies that I sat in. Everyone was so powerful, the ceremonies, just really incredible. Layers and layers of letting go of emotional toxicity for me that stemmed that came from my gut, from myself, but a lot of other toxicities that I held on to. I believe we're all empathic. Some of us are a little bit more connected in tune with that than others, but we all have those abilities. And for me, I'm really sensitive and I pick up on a lot of energies. And no one really has ever told me how to release them. I've heard people say that I need to, protect myself or, release all those. And it's been something I paid attention to, but not really delved into. And this last ceremony, um, there was a brother, a friend, who was really having a hard time going through a hard process. And he was making these really loud noises, and it was really jarring. Like literally, like every time it would come up, it would be like send shock waves through my body. Because when you're on this medicine, you're fully open, and like senses are heightened, everything is heightened. And so any sort of vibration or change in that vibration of energy really affects us a lot. And so I did go up to him and say, hey, could you just tone it down a little bit? And he looked at me and he's like, you don't know what I'm going through. And he was angry with me. We have talked since then, and so I went back to my mat and I laid there and was kind of processing it a bit, and should I have said anything? Should I not? What does this really mean to me? And before that, my journey, my ceremony was really nice. Like Mama Ayahuasca was showing me like the next parts of my life, and really a beautiful ceremony, just as far as like really easy. And they have not been easy this whole time. So this was kind of slowly being easy. And I thought, wow, this is really nice. My last ceremony, so she's going to be easy on me. Well, no, that was my trigger. So I came back to my mat and really started to wrestle a little bit with a compassion piece for me. I am really compassionate until I'm not, and that not is a hard not. It's like a flip of a switch and I'm done, and I can be mean. So it's like I take, and then all of a sudden, done, and that's it. And that was really kind of what she was showing me, is that, I needed to learn to protect myself better, not be so open all the time. And that also I needed to really kind of hold a deeper space for people, have a little bit more compassion, while still maintaining my boundaries. And really, I've been working on this a lot over some years, but it really hit me hard this time. And part of that is I lost my sister in 2016 to a drug overdose. And if any of you have ever dealt with anybody that has been addicted on drugs, it's challenging. It's a very up and down cycle. And, they go through a lot, and they put their families through a lot. And it's really hard not to develop hard walls around you at times. And I did. A few days before she passed, she came to me. She was high, and it was about 9:00 at night, and I didn't want to listen to her. At that point, it was late. She was high. I was over it, and I just said, no, you can't. I'm not. You can't come in. And 3 days later, she passed. And so it's been on the back of my mind. I didn't really grieve a lot through that process. Slowly over the years I have. But I was hard, I was hard on her. Now, it's challenging, right? You have to protect yourself, but then you also need to lend that compassion, and so show the compassion. So that was really what it was teaching me. It was teaching me that, I needed to soften up a little bit, even when I felt like I wanted to be so hard, still coming with that love and compassion and being able to hold the space, hold the container. So this really is my work. Moving forward from here, I released a lot of emotional toxicity from my gut, and then during those ceremonies, it's great, they're hard, you have to work through some things, but literally it's the next few months to year. The last journey I processed for almost a year and a half until I really felt solid in the lesson. So it's just about continually doing our work, and these medicines just help open us up to see our patterns, to see our behaviors, and to give us a little nudge to start to recreate that neural pathway to help us be able to make those behavior changes that feel like they're never going to happen. So that was really wonderful. I definitely got a lot out of this last ceremony, and I'm looking forward to moving through the next few months of my life. There's some great things happening, and looking forward to just also sitting in medicine again when it's time, and really very grateful to the medicine and to the maestras and to the wonderful group of people that I sat with, that we just became so close over these last couple of weeks. They're my familia, they're an extended family for me, and as well as these beautiful maestras that put so much love and work into us so that we can get better, so that we can heal and really go out and serve the way that our hearts want to serve, instead of the conditioning that we've been placed upon. So thank you so much for listening and watching, and share, subscribe, please. I need more subscribers. And if it resonates, and many blessings to you. Take care.